I'd like to introduce our kindergarten Margaret Thomas House. We really see that each child is unique and that this is celebrated. We see them as being very strong, curious and capable, and respected and valued for their ideas and their opinions. We believe in inclusivity and diversity with respect for culture, faith, gender and ability. We commit to the values of the Reggio Emilia Educational Project, and I will speak to you in a little bit more length about that soon. Our learning is inquiry driven. We teach for understanding and acknowledge that learning is a social experience and that knowledge is constructed with others and the environment. Also, sitting at the core of everything we do in Margaret Thomas House is the value of relationships. These begin from the moment we connect with you at an online open morning or a physical open morning, and continue as you continue your journey with St Michael's. As each transition program begins, we also begin to build those strong, respectful, trusting relationships with your child and your family. The core values of the school, Dr. CC, dignity, respect, care and compassion, are lived every day. These words are used with the children as soon as they enter our learning spaces, and as they continue our learning journeys with us, they really, that language becomes embedded in our daily interactions with the children. We have a diverse range of offerings in Margaret Thomas House, and as I mentioned, the Reggio Emilia Educational Project sits at the core of all we do. This sees that children have 100 languages. It's not just the verbal language. Your child has the language of play, dance, movement, drama, of drawing, painting, constructing, building. And so we include all of these languages every time that we plan a learning environment, whether that be inside or outside. Each child has their strengths and lesser strengths. Your child will come to us with such a wealth of knowledge and experience already, even if they are beginning their learning journey with us when they are 3 years old. So we identify their strengths and their lesser strengths. We use a strengths-based language with the children. We talk about the strengths of teamwork, kindness, friendship, creativity, curiosity, honesty, and that's the language that we also begin to use with the children. They then in turn begin to use that with each other, and they can become strength spotters. So many children have said to somebody else, "Wow, Max, you have just shown me your strength of creativity by working at the drawing table." And so as educators, we obviously take time and spend time with your children to get to know what their strengths and lesser strengths are, because of course we need to ensure that they are ready to transition to their next phase of learning, whether it be from 3-year-old kindergarten to 4-year-old kindergarten or 4-year-old kindergarten to prep. We see the environment as a third teacher. It is a very important part of who we are, and the teachers spend an enormous amount of time creating learning environments that cater for the 100 languages, the strengths and the lesser strengths, and also spaces for 1, for 2, for small group work and large group work. And the spaces begin to evolve, obviously, as the year goes on. We use documentation as a tool on the walls to show the children that we are respecting their thoughts and ideas, but as teachers, this is also used for future possibilities and planning. We have links to the Early Years Learning Development Framework and the National Quality Framework as well, embedded in our programming, our planning, our reflections, our observations. In Margaret Thomas House, we have specialist offerings in visual arts, PE movement, music, Chinese for the 4-year-old kindergarten children, library. The kitchen garden is one of the most exciting spaces that the children can get to visit. But as you are aware, we are a K-12 campus, which means that we can access many, many of the spaces around the school, and the children love nothing better than going for a walk to see what the senior school children are doing, but also to make themselves visible in our St Michael's community.